YouTube. We're back. This is gonna be a discussion video. I want to introduce my friend Mia. Her Twitter name is Leave It to Mia. And today this is gonna be a discussion video. So our topic is
advice to upcoming freshmen, because y'all need it. And while we're doing this video, don't think in any way that we're like trying to comfort you or like trying to make you like feel bad about yourselves. We're just giving
help you.
Yeah, we're just
experience.
Really, we've been through it, so we know what. Yeah.
So we're not gonna start this off, just rapping. We're gonna get into our first topic. So we'll be right back. Okay, our first topic is going to be clothing. What you wear to school when you're a freshman. Just because you're a freshman, you don't have to dress like a hooker, okay? I'm going to just put it like that, hooker. You don't have to wear those little nasty see-through clothes.
Crop tops from American Apparel.
Tight jeans. What else?
Like, American Apparel is good, but it really isn't school wear. Like, it isn't, because, like, your belly's showing and all that. I mean, it's cute, but it's just, especially as a freshman.
What should I say about clothing?
I really didn't like that.
Clothing, I just say you wear something that your parents would approve of. Like,
don't come to school and like change your clothes.
A lot of people
your parents won't like it because it doesn't look good on you at all.
And then people notice that too. Like, you think you're walking into school being slick. Like, you got on. People see you. People do see you. So if you walk into school with one thing on and later on people see you in a completely different outfit, like, I've seen that from experience, and
I still
people
see it.
Like, people do it and they think it's cute or whatever, but people laugh at you behind your back, so really, don't do that. That it just makes you look pressed.
It's not that serious. Like, eventually you'll appreciate having like clothing restrictions, because you really don't want to give off a vibe that you're like that kind of person.
Yeah, so I think, is there anything else about clothing that you think we should say?
Don't be a hoe.
That doesn't have anything to do with clothing.
Yes, it.
Well, yeah. The closing remark for this section, the clothing, is that you want to wear something that represents you. Like, if you wear revealing clothes, people are going to think that you're fast, or what's another word? Fast. People are going to think that you're loose.
Yeah, you really don't want to look like that, because upperclassmen see that and they will take advantage of that.
Like, the clothes you wear really does give off a certain vibe of you. So yeah. That's pretty much all we have to say about clothing. So, hope you use some of this advice, and good luck. Okay, our second topic is going to be drama. And trust me, we have all been through drama. Like, in y'all think middle school drama is something like...
No, high school drama is the drama that's like, woo.
High school drama can get you hurt. Like on the serious note, high school drama can get you hurt. Like, drama just with anything, like, oh, she said this about me, he said that, and she told this person. Like, just stay out of it. Like,
honestly, the first step is to just honestly keep your mouth shut and don't tell your business. Like, I don't care, like, it just really doesn't matter. Some things you just don't tell people, especially freshman year. You don't know who you can trust like that. You really shouldn't just go around telling your business, especially like to your middle school friends. The friends that you had in middle school are not your friends that are going to be there in high school 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, so
you really should just keep things to yourself and don't talk about people. If somebody tells you something, you can't go back to the next person and tell them what they said. Like, you really have to keep things confidential, and people will notice that about you, and they'll be like, she's a good person to talk to.
Yeah, and one thing I suggest, if you're going to say something about somebody, like, if you're going to talk about somebody, you always got to be prepared for that to come back. Like, if you say something, you really have to, you have to sit there and think, like, okay, if I say this about somebody, and if I tell this to if I talk about somebody to this person and it gets back to that person, if they find out, how am I going to feel? Like, if you don't care, then go ahead and tell them. But if you're a type of person who wants to deny stuff and say, oh, you didn't say it, but you really did, don't talk about people. Just keep your mouth shut, because, like I said, high school drama will get you hurt. Another thing is, well, the main thing that starts drama is he say, she say. And, yeah. Like, even as seniors, we still see this. I mean, it's less freshman year, because freshman year you're still immature, so you're starting off something new. Sorry, yeah, you're starting off new and you don't really know what to expect, but you know, you just gotta keep your mouth shut. And like as you going up into high school, you'll notice and see who's real and who's not. But I mean, everybody has been fake before, but you can't just, you know, you can't just start drama because of that.
And one thing that you probably won't see now, but you will see as you get older, is that not everything needs a reaction. Like if somebody says something about you, you're gonna get talked about. It happens. So it's how you handle it. You don't always have to be like, oh, she said something about me, she needs to see me. You can just look the other way and keep it moving.
And then one thing I want to say, fighting does not solve everything. Like, fighting makes you look really stupid. Like, I remember freshman year, we were so pressed to see fights, but now, like...
It's like, what are you doing?
If a fight starts in the hallway, it's just like, keep walking. Because you're going to get the video later. Like, there's going to be a video. With all the technology we have, there's going to be a video.
Like, sometimes you really do just have to take the higher road. And if that means that you're copping... It's
or punking out.
Like, it really does not matter. Because sometimes you really just don't need to get into that. And if you put yourself into that situation, honestly, you just really just don't need to. I don't even know where I was going with that.
You don't need to do it. Just stay out of drama. Keep your mouth shut. Be careful who you tell personal stuff to, because if you tell it to somebody who's not really your friend, they're not going to value what you say.
And people honestly do fake like they're your friends. They could be like, and you can get the wrong idea too. Because like some people may not like you, but they'll be cordial with you. And then you feel comfortable enough to tell them things, but you really can't. People are fake, you know? And people are different. If they don't like somebody, some people, they won't say anything. But some people, they'll just be rude to you. You could get the hint that they don't like you, but it's different people, different personalities.
Yep, so that's going to be closing our second topic, which was drama. Just stay out of it. That's all we really have to say. Just stay out of it. So yeah, we're moving to our next topic. Okay, and we're here with our third topic, which is relationships. And yeah, relationships.
9th grade, you think that person that you're with is gonna be your forever, but let me tell you, no, they are not. Like, you're gonna look, I mean, besides, Faith and DJ have been together since 9th grade, but not every relationship is like that. So if you keep putting your all into this person and it ends, you're gonna be kind of devastated. And really, 9th grade, that's the year you look back and you're like, dang, I went out with whatever his name is. And you're like, why did I do that? So you really just gotta remember that a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, relationships just don't work.
And that's not the case with all relationships. Like, some do last, but I really would not put your all into someone unless you like really have a strong feeling about them. And sometimes a strong feeling can be wrong, but I would just say, choose your people wisely. And then another thing is, for freshmen who want to act grown and try to talk to upperclassmen and stuff, most of the time, 8 times out of 10, upperclassmen only want one thing from you, because you're naive and
you're young.
Yeah, you know, you'll do anything to, you know, have a good reputation or, you know, be popular or whatever you want to call it. So
you really don't. You think you know everything as a freshman, but you don't, you know?
So if you're one of those girls that you're looking forward to going there, oh, I'm going to talk to this boy, he's a senior, da-da-da-da-da.
Just don't.
Be careful.
Just meet people, be cordial with them, but you really don't want your name getting around it like that, especially as a freshman. You don't want your name
really bad, because whatever you set your reputation as in your freshman year, it sticks with you. Like, it really does. So,
even if you do change, people be like, oh, that girl who used to
that's how she started out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our thing with relationships. And another thing is, you know, we don't want to, well, I mean, we're all mature enough here in this video. So sex, if you're having sex, like if you're getting around having sex, you need to use protection. Don't be having unprotected sex, because that's disgusting, because you don't know where he's been, you don't know where she's been. That's disgusting. And if you want to catch an STD, go ahead, but my advice is that you don't. So just think wisely when it comes to who you're messing around with and what you're doing with that person. So that will be closing out our third topic, relationships, and we're moving on to the next one. We're back with our fourth topic, which is friendships. You can start off.
So like a lot of times middle school friends aren't your friends that are your friends in high school. Like senior year, I can say like friends that were my friends in middle school, we aren't as close. And it's not a bad thing. You guys just like fade away sometimes. You might not have the same classes or something like that. And then you can meet some really cool people. Like people I never thought I would be friends with, I ended up being friends with. Like me and Faith, we weren't really acquaintances. And we were acquaintances. Like we talked a little bit. Faith thought I was gay. And yeah, you were. And then we ended up being like really close now, and it just happens.
I want to say that most of the time, like half of the people you walk into high school with and y'all are like this, you leave out like either hating each other, not speaking to each other, like the type where you look at them and keep walking. Like just know that everybody's not going to be your friend forever.
Yeah. Cause it's like, I saw a quote somewhere and it was like, once they stop talking to you, they start talking about you. And that is so true. Like you catch yourself doing it sometimes. Cause like, oh yeah, we used to be cool in middle school, but like now she's just like, it just happens.
Friendships. I would say that 8th grade, everybody is really who they are, like, because you've been around the same people for what, 3 years when you're in 8th grade, so everybody knows how everyone is and you've been with the same people. But then when you get to high school, it's like a whole bunch of other schools being combined. Yes. Everyone wants to, like, people change. People really do change. Yeah, like they'll be cool 9th grade, 8th grade year. Then once y'all get into middle school, because y'all around new people, they want to change themselves and act brand new, act like they don't know you. But the thing is, you know, you can't even let that get to you, because who cares? Who cares? It really does not matter. Yeah, so I just say that you don't. And if people don't want to be a friend, they change, so what?
That's fine.
Just do you. Really, be who you are. Fine. Don't change yourself, because people respect that. Yeah. When you act yourself, when you are your true self, people really look at that. Like, people notice stuff like that. And just like people notice when you change, but when people notice that you change in a bad way, it's different. So
I remember when I first got to, like, in our school we have an annex and then we have a main building. So like in the annex I was a certain way, and then the main building I was trying to like mature into a new person, but it wasn't really working out. So like people would tell me, you know, you're really acting different, you really need to get it together. And I looked at myself and I was like, you know what, let me get it together. And then I changed back.
And then sometimes, like, well, this is kind of merging in with the topic of relationships. Sometimes you're like, if you meet a new boy freshman year and you know y'all get to talking and all that, sometimes your friends will get into that and they'll be jealous, and that's when jealousy kicks in. And jealousy in a friendship is very dangerous, so that's something you should be careful of, because people get killed over jealousy. I mean, I'm not trying to be extreme or anything, but stuff like that does happen. So you should yeah, be careful. Like, if you notice a red flag, you need to keep your eye on that, because it can escalate to something bigger. And, you know, some people, y'all should really use your guidance counselors. I
didn't, because some of our guidance counselors are just kind of brr, but
yeah, I was like, that's what they're there for. They are there to help you. So if there's a problem going on, you don't know who to talk to, and you don't want to talk to your parents, because you know your parents always try to make you seem like, you know, you're the wrong one. If you need someone who's biased, go to a counselor, because that's what they're there for. So make use of them. And you know, that helps build relationships with, you know, the workers at your school. So if you happen to get in trouble, you can possibly get out of it if you got a good relationship with your teachers and guidance counselors and all that. So,
another thing about jealousy is, like, if somebody is jealous of you, or if you're jealous of somebody else, sometimes you could be jealous of other people. So, you know, it's not always people being jealous of you. You could be jealous of other people. And if that's the case, then you just have to, like, really, like, just mellow yourself out and just remember who you are and stuff like that.
Okay, so that is closing out our topic on friendships. And here's our next topic.